Chapter 1. Life's Priority. First things first. For years I lived my life from day to day, not really having any proper structure or routine. Many times I felt that my life was out of control and I was being swept along by all sorts of trials and problems. I remember saying things like, "Just stop the world and let me catch up." I always felt pressured and pushed into making decisions. Worry and stress never seemed to be far from my thoughts. In studying the gospel of the kingdom, I realized that much of that stress and pressure was because of a lack of understanding. I suppose the best way I could describe it is by saying I was living every day in survival mode. Unfortunately, survival mode for me was to bury my emotions and fight on, eventually coming to breaking point because of exhaustion. The greatest thing I have discovered about the gospel of the kingdom is that it really isn't as complicated as men have made it. Jesus taught about the kingdom of God. He gave us examples and stories to help us understand. He even told us what the priority of our lives should be. That priority is not to stress about what we will eat or what we will wear. Instead, it is to seek first His kingdom and His righteousness. I have to be honest, even though I loved God and served Him the best I knew, I did not always seek first His ways. There were many other things that demanded my attention. I was disciplined enough to read my Bible and pray a little every day, but I didn't have the direction and focus required to make a real change in my life. It's hard to do something that you don't know how to do or why you should do it. Over time, the years of worry and stress began to show in my physical health, causing pain, sickness, and disease. I had experienced God's peace like gentle showers, some greater than others from time to time. Yet I desired to know and experience His peace and presence like a constant flowing river. I wasn't looking for a life without trials or challenges. I simply wanted to experience more of God's great promises and peace in my life. I desired to discover His purpose for my life, that purpose that would carry me through every trial, creating strength and direction, rather than just aimlessly trying to survive. I had to learn to put first things first. In Matthew chapter 6, Jesus commands us, "Do not worry, but seek first His kingdom." In other words, there are many different things fighting for our attention, so we must make seeking the kingdom of God our priority. Every Christian could probably quote this verse by heart, but how many are truly living by it? This is not a command given to unbelievers. It is given to every child of God. So what does it really mean to seek? Firstly, seek is an action word. Think about the old favorite childhood game, hide and seek. The seeker doesn't just stand on one spot and look around for those who are hiding, but they actively go and look, searching and seeking behind and under everything they can find. Seeking the kingdom therefore takes action on our part. We don't just stumble on the secrets and mysteries of this kingdom, we must pursue them wholeheartedly.